What's up, guys? This is Nick G with MuscleandLife.com, and we're just going to do a quick deadlift tutorial today just to show you how it's done the correct way. So I'm going to go ahead and approach my barbell. I've got two 45s on it. This is pretty much as high as you need the barbell to be when you're going to deadlift. You need to at least have 45s on it. If you're not strong enough to lift 45s yet, then hopefully you go to a gym where they have plates, like practice plates that are like 15 or 20 pounds that are the same height. If not, you might have to stack, like 25s on top of your other plates if you work out at home, just to get the bar to the correct height so it'll be easier to get into position. But anyway, so deadlift is super simple. All you're really doing is picking weight up off the ground. It's a lot of fun. It works every muscle in your body. And if you get a really strong deadlift, you're going to get a really impressive, thick, giant back, which is awesome. A lot of guys don't have that nowadays, so that'll be a way to stand out from the crowd. Alright, so we're just going to go up over the setup. The setup is the most important part of the deadlift because it ensures that you're going to do it the same way every time. When you do it the same way every time, you don't get stupid injuries like lower back pain or anything like that. So always make sure your setup is correct and you'll be just fine. The first thing that you want to do is to get your stance correct. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and take the camera really quick just so I can show you what that looks like. So nobody else on any other deadlift tutorial does this for some reason. I haven't seen one online yet, so I'll probably be the first one to do this, to actually show you what the hell your feet are supposed to look like. Okay? You want the bar over the middle of your foot. So a lot of times when people say mid-foot, they think, oh, right here, this is the middle of my foot. No, the middle of your foot is the middle of your foot. If you sliced it in half, like half your foot would still be on your body. The middle of your foot's actually closer to your shoelaces, like right here. It's about pretty much like an inch away, maybe a little bit more from the barbell. So this is how close you're going to be. This is how close you need to be in the starting position of the deadlift every time. Also notice how I have my feet slightly out. You want to have your feet slightly out so you involve more of your hip and inner thigh musculature so you can lift more weight. Okay, we want to make this easier, not harder. Alright, so I'll hand it back here and we'll do the rest of the setup. So now that I got my feet set up, also don't go too wide on your stance. Like I just had, like you want to be pretty narrow. This isn't like the squat stance, okay? You're not squatting. The squat and the deadlift are two different exercises. I hate when coaches say the deadlift is just like a squat from the ground. That's not true at all. This is a pulling exercise for your back, mostly. Okay? So I got my stance, I got my feet slightly out. What you're going to see me do now, I'm going to bend over. I'm going to take my grip on the bar. It's going to be as close to my body as possible. And once I do that, I'm going to bring my shins forward so they're actually touching the bar. And this is also going to set my hips into the correct position. I'm then going to squeeze my chest up and straighten my back out as best I can. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to squeeze my lats. I'm going to flex my lats and get my chest up into position. If you just try, a lot of coaches online just say lift your chest up. Trying to fight and lift your chest up isn't going to do anything. I don't know why they say that. You actually want to squeeze your lats and that'll set your chest and everything into position, okay? After I do that, I'm just going to start the movement by pulling the bar up my body. And it's going to be in contact with my body the whole entire time. I'm going to finish it by standing up straight. And then I'm going to go down and set the bar down in the same way I set it up, okay? So, really quick, I'm just going to do one rep here to show you how easy this looks. It's as easy as that, guys. Notice how I didn't exhale at the top. You'll see a lot of people, they deadlift and they exhale at the top like that. That's the worst possible place that you can exhale at the top of a deadlift, okay? You want to keep all that air in your belly, take a big breath on the bottom, keep everything tight, keep the air in your belly, that's going to protect your lower back, and then go down. When you get down here, you can exhale, that's fine. Really quickly, I'm just going to go ahead and do a set of 5. You'll see that every time I do each rep, I reset my back. I might exhale and rest for a second, I reset my back and everything, and then I do my next rep. Always reset before you do your next rep, okay? So here we go, just a set of 5 really quick. Okay? Just like that, an easy set of 5. Now another thing that I want to go over is the grip really quick. Normally, you want to always use a double overhand grip because that'll stress your shoulders out and your body out equally on both sides. I know that the popular grip is the mixed grip, one hand under, one hand over. You only want to be using that when you have to, when the bar's too heavy to carry with a double overhand. However, what I do recommend doing is alternating sets, even on your warm-ups. Practice the alternate grip just so you get used to it, so that when the weight gets really heavy, you're not switching to an alternate grip for the first time, because it feels a little different. It feels a little weird at first. So what I would recommend doing just to get used to the grip is do a set of overhands, set of underhands as you warm up, just so you're used to it. Good rule of thumb for the underhand, you want your underhand to usually be your stronger, more dominant hand. For most of us, that's going to be our right hand, and your left hand will be up top. So you'll get down. So I just did my set of 5, and then I'll just do a couple more reps here with a mixed grip, because I haven't used it in a long time, to be honest with you, the mixed grip. So I was deadlifting heavy about a month ago, and I had to switch to mixed. It felt really weird, so that's why I'm telling you guys, start practice it, because if you don't do it or you get away from it for a while, it just messes you all up. So I'm gonna put my right hand as my underhand, and my left hand is my overhand. Do a couple sets, and even right there, like, I just felt so weird. So obviously I still have to practice it, get back in that groove, but it's a skill you're going to need when you start deadlifting heavier. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by.